It's Tuesday, the 26th of May, 2020. And that means one thing, and one thing only. That it's time for today's The Quiz. With me, it's your host, Edward C. Lewis. Joined, as always, by the wonderful, the very, just that noise. That's a nice noise, isn't it? WNL. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Oh, you're very loud in my ears.
It's
quiz time. Yes. No, I'm very good. As people may notice, that this is not like a weird sort of perspective shift thing. I have got my pour over coffee creation kit in front of me because I was taking too long to make the coffee. So if you do see me with my fine spouted kettle, giving a little top up from time to time, just know that I am listening and I am here. I'm just enjoying myself, making my coffee in a nice, gentle way. Didn't want to rush it. So, WNL, how's your week been? How was your long weekend?
Well, pretty good. The weather cooperated quite nicely. I've even done things like paint window frames, and caulk in window frames, getting everything ready. Yeah,
for the great what? Ready for what?
Ready for, actually doing some more painting and getting everything. It's just, things that I've been wanting to do for years, I'm finally getting around to doing.
Okay, to what end? In life, what is life? What is meaning?
What is life?
Why do we paint things? Why do we...
Well, we paint so they don't fall apart. I went up to the outside of this window that you never see, and basically underneath it was deteriorating so badly that if I didn't put a lick of paint on it, at least the whole window frame was going to probably fall out.
Gosh, well that is something that does sound reasonable, like something you need to do. Excuse me, sorry, there's sometimes gets a backlog in there of the coffee, and then it makes it harder for the water to drip through. The meaning of life is to reduce entropy, says Jack Little. Edelweiss says 42. Osric42 says, hope you didn't get too many bugs stuck in the paint, WNL. Interesting one.
Three.
That's a watering can, not a kettle. That's true. Three bugs. Did you really?
Yeah. Sadly, they expired in the painting of the frame. Yes.
Ah, interesting. It's a very small garden. Well, thanks. I'm loving Neil's collar vibes. Says. So I've lost it. I've lost it from the chat, but I like it. I really like that too. Collarless vibes, says Jack Little. I agree. I think that shirt's great. I think it's a great shirt. You should wear it more often. Did you know, by the way? And hi everybody, because all of the best ones are here. We have Jack Little, Edelweiss, Osric 42, Darren Signal, Alien, just checking, Sticks to 42, yeah, just gotta keep checking, Zookeeper, Robo1 Kenobi, Jetburn 9750, Darren Signal, Alien, Sticks to 42, oh yeah, it was all the best, all of the best ones are indeed here, it's amazing. Would you like to see what I did this weekend?
Yes. What did you this weekend?
What did I did? I did go and did some gardening, of course, but I had my own. Oh, I've accidentally gone full screen on. That's the wrong keyboard. And I went gardening in across the way, as you know. I've volunteered. I've started volunteering. If anyone doesn't know this, I walked across the road. It wasn't as if it's like an official thing where you fill out forms. I just went, give me a spade. I want to help. I see them digging up every day. Super wholesome, lovely thing. Like genuinely super wholesome, lovely. Super wholesome, lovely. Super wholesome, lovely. That's my next smash hit dance song. Super wholesome, lovely. Super wholesome, lovely. Yeah. As you can see, it's done wonders for my. I haven't even had any coffee yet. I don't even know what's going on. I'm trying to find the pictures. From
Get some quick. Yeah.
Or don't have any. Maybe that's the thing I need. Maybe I need to not have any coffee. It's not going to happen. I'm going to have coffee. Right, I'm having a look through my message history here to find the photographs that I would like to send to you. The problem is that the person I sent them to is Berit, who you may have seen. She's my partner from Norway. You may have seen her in the chat saying hello and stuff. I sent them to her yesterday. And the problem is that me and her talk so often via text message that it just has just gone so far back. And I'm scrolling through now thinking like, trying to find these photos. But I'll get there. Sorry. How are the chats? The chat's okay? Chat is okay? Oh, one thing I want to say is, do you remember when you had a star system named after you? WNL.
Yes, I do, yes. Yeah.
In WNL right now, in the game Elite Dangerous, I'm sure some of you have heard about it. Where are you over here? In that game, basically, Dunker's Rest is on one of the planets within WNL. The same people in the chatter group, by the way, are the same people who made that star system get named after you. You do realise that? I don't know if you realise that.
No,
most of them.
I'm now honored to be really. Yet again a quizmaster for the elite.
These people were responsible for that. All right, so here we go. I've finally found some photographs. So here's the first photograph I'd like to share with everybody, and Osric 42 is going to lose his mind over this one. This is you say save the best to last. I'm just going to put the best one up front. He's not going to lose his mind. He's just going to be like, oh, that's nice. That's what's going to happen. Are you ready? Look at these little guys. You'll see them in a second. So this is a photograph I took. This was at my head height as well. So what I was doing was I was digging. Spent most of the day digging up a pathway for because we're going to put wood chip down, and it's going to be this sort of educational area for kids, which is super lovely. Like, this is what I did yesterday for about 4 or 5 hours, just digging this pathway so then we can pour wood chip into it. It's going to be this little educational area for children, and I'm really excited because they've got like these little tree stumps. But right at my head level, as I was digging away, I just heard this like me, and I looked up just right at my head level, and there were 3 of them. There's actually 4. There's one hidden down in the back. And Mum and Dad did not care about me. They were coming back, like, obviously because they're blackbirds. One of them, the mum was, the dad was black, and the mum's kind of sort of like this kind of grey brown. And they were just coming back and forth with really good Yeah, they probably imprinted on your head. They now think that you're Mummy Bird. Yeah, fair enough. But anyway, that was my weekend. Quite wholesome. Quite cute. What else did we get? I also met a moth friend. Would you like to see my moth friend?
Blackbirds have the most beautiful song.
They were so adorable. Honestly, they were fantastic. And I hope you don't mind me going on about this because I'm enjoying it. Hey, look at this moth guy. Mothman. Look at him. He was great. I enjoyed him crawling around on my fingers. That was my big gloves, my big fingered gloves. He was fun. And just to show you, you're probably not going to be able to see it, unfortunately. But here's the area that I dug out for. This is Ed's Spring Watch update. This is what we're going to get from now on. I hope people like gardening because I'm going to be talking about it. Look at this. Look at this. So you can sort of see, you can't really see, unfortunately you can't see my mouse on screen, but you can see the edges. That's where I dug out. So it was only, I don't know, less than 10 centimetres high all the way around. But I dug out quite a massive space and we're going to fill it with wood chip. And it went all the way up round through the trees as well, back into the bushes outside. So that was my weekend. Hey, what are we doing here? Should we do a quiz?
Why not?
I hope, people... genuinely, if you do want me to shut up about this stuff, I won't bring it up, but it's something that I'm really enjoying doing, so it's really helping me during these strange, unprecedented times to have something to focus on that feels really wholesome and really, really nice, and something that, and I also, everybody knows, not everyone knows, but I'm trying to get rid of this thing now. A lot of people know that for my job I do a lot of sort of decision making, process management, strategy, and it's very nice to just be handed a spade and told dig there, and you go, yeah, all right, and you go,
I like that, yeah,
and you dig,
it is,
and your brain's off, and you're active, and your muscles hurt. Oh, so good. So yeah.
Commune with nature, yes.
Commune with nature. I got a lot of good things done. Very nice, Ed, says Silky Nerd. Darren Signal says I was trying to find a video Fantol for you, Osric. Oh, that's nice, people. Fantail. Oh, sharing videos of birds and stuff. Anyway. How do you know when you finish digging a hole? You just know you finished digging a hole. You just know, don't you? You just get to that point and you go, there you go, it's done. It did take a while to know because I was going around the edges and being really kind of overly precious about whether the edges were straight and stuff because we're going to cover it up with wood chip and it's going to be spilling over the edges anyway. So I don't know.
And you realize that those blackbirds will just rip all that wood chipping out and spread it all around looking for worms and things.
Yeah.
They do that on a daily basis here at Woodside, yeah.
That's good coffee. That's good coffee.
Good.
Oh, that's good coffee.
Are you awake enough for a quiz?
Oh, I can't wait for this quiz. I'm genuinely excited and it's really lovely to see. I hope everybody had wonderful weekends. Do tell us what you got up to while my dad does the introduction. Would love to know all about your weekends. I've missed you though. It was a shame we didn't get to do yesterday's, but we'll be here all week this week. I'm really excited to get back on doing a quiz. How does everybody else feel about doing a quiz?
Indifferent.
What?
No, I'm sure. They're champing at the bit to put you in your place yet again.
Yeah.
Sadly, you did have a win last week. That was excellent, but a few losses as well.
Yeah, I did have some. Was it last week when I won one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 quizzes ago. Yeah, I think it must. Just everything blends into one when you're having fun.
Jack Little says, I animated some biscuits and wrote some copy. Yes, you did. Jack Little did a wonderful call out, and I hope it has helped nudge the needle. I've noticed that your video got some good, decent viewing numbers, so I was pleased with that. Basically, Dunker's Rest is under threat, and people in Elite Dangerous need to go and help out Dunker's Rest be basically taken back for the Eds 38 faction. Because in WNL there is unrest right now. And it may be that, it's turned into a prison colony. And we do not want that. Because cookies and biscuits need to be released. Yeah, absolutely. All right, tell us the rules in the quiz. Let's do
Well,
this.
rules, the quiz. I mean, the quiz today is all about different locations. Okay, we're going to go a variety of places today. That's going to be the sort of the thread by which we get through 10 questions. We do have 10 questions, and Edward will, of course, turn off the chat stream, so he won't be able to see your answers. I will. I'll take your first 3 answers. If there's some sort of consensus, then that's your answer. If not, it'll be the first of the 3, or certainly the first of the 3 that I see, that determines your answer. Then I'll ask Edward for his answer, and we'll watch as we sort of back and forth, and see the scores rise. No cheating, no looking at anything other than what's in your own head. Get it down in the chat stream, and, well, we'll have a quiz.
Fantastic. We'll have a quiz. And that's one thing, the only thing that we can be certain of is that we will certainly have a quiz. There's only 3 things that are certain in life. Death, taxes, and quizzes. Now let's do one.
Birth, certainly, before the others start.
Birth.
Okay.
4. Birth.
Birth.
Is birth certain? No, I don't know. Is death certain? Oh. Right, let's carry on. Let's not do it. Let's not do this. Not right now. Okay.
Here we go.
I just want to say...
Question number 1. You're turning off the...
Yes, I just want to say, enjoy your breakfast, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I hope it's lovely. I wonder what it is. You know what I'd like right now? Grapefruit. Half of a grapefruit, chopped in half. Little spoon, one of those special grapefruit spoons. Bit of grapefruit. Would love that right now. Let's have some grapefruit. Goodbye, everyone.
I can't have grapefruit, sadly.
Why?
Well, because it messes up my medicine, my heart medicine. Grapefruit is absolutely not allowed.
Not allowed grapefruit.
Not allowed grapefruit.
Sorry.
It's even put me off Citra hops. Yes.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yes.
I've worked out my favourite beer, by the way. This is another great thing I worked out on Friday. I don't know if I like beer in general, apart from IPAs specifically. IPAs specifically.
Yeah. Okay. India Pale Ales.
India Pale Ales. I do like East Coast Pale Ales.
We could have a round on this sort of thing. Yes. Yeah.
Maybe. That'd be your
not on your favorite, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be an easy round. Although it wouldn't, because I'm always like, oh no, maybe actually I do like that. Oh no, maybe I do. Oh no, actually maybe I do like. I actually like West Coast American style pale ales as well. I've forgotten about that. So maybe there's 2 types of beers that I do like. I'm just not so sure about. Anyway, carry on. Sorry, quiz. Ugh.
Quiz. Okay, question number 1. Question number 1, all about various locations. We'll start you off, well, I think relatively easily. In what town did Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone live? Or do they live?
His boy Elroy. That's the it's the Jetsons.
That's the Jetsons, yeah. Daughter Judy, Jane, his wife.
His
their
boy
dog.
Elroy. I like that. It's good.
I have their answer.
Bedrock.
Bedrock. That's right. Yabba dabba do time. It's bedrock. The chatter's got it correctly. Figured out as well. So it's 1 point apiece going into question number 2 in today's quiz. I'd like to know which Rodgers and Hammerstein musical is named after an American state.
Sorry, I have no idea what the theme is of this quiz.
Locations.
Oh, great.
And now we're going stateside. You have a 1 in 50 shot. It's one of the states that is named. A Rodgers and Hammerstein musical is named after an American state. I have their answer.
Oklahoma, where the
where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
And the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Can sure smell sweet.
Okay.
The wind comes just behind or after the rain. Oklahoma. Every night, my honey lamb and I watch a lazy circling something in the sky. Yeah.
That's nice.
You know you belong to the... No, we'll go no further.
No,
okay.
I'm enjoying it. You carry on. How far
you know
can you
belong
go?
To the land, and the land you belong to is grand. So when they say yip, a yay, you know you're doing fine, Oklahoma, 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 okay, yeah, okay. Right, which is its national abbreviation as well. Okay, for Oklahoma.
Nice.
Question number 3. Oh, the chatter's got it correct, of course. It's 2 points apiece. It's question number 3. Listen carefully. The first modern Olympics took place in Greece back in 1896. The second modern Olympics took place where in 1900? Ooh. Was it Paris or Stockholm?
Ooh.
First modern Olympics took place in Greece in 1896. The second modern Olympics took place 4 years later, 1900, in Paris, Stockholm.
I really miss the Olympics. Like, there's something about watching the Olympics on... I know it's every 4 years, so we wouldn't have missed one anyway this year, right? Or was it cancelled this year because as a result of this?
We've got various people, doing a lot of juggling acts to determine whether things will take place.
Next year in Japan, is it? Is that right?
It should be. Yeah.
I love that. I love that moment. I love that moment where everyone sort of watches, because I don't really particularly like sports, but there's something about everyone in the world watching this event that feels really like a nice sense of togetherness, and also just a fun bit of pageantry, isn't it? It's a fun bit of like, here are all the countries, peace, we come together through peace through sports, and that's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Most of the countries, anyway. All right. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. I don't know the answer to it. I know that they did it in Germany a few years. Oh no, that was way later. That was like 1930 something.
30s, yeah.
So Paris.
Paris is correct. Yes, well done. And the chatter's got it as well. It's still everybody champing at the bit. 3 apiece. Yeah. Perfection.
It's a good week. I feel it already.
Question number 4. We have 6 questions left. Question number 4. Number 4 is simple 50-50. It's true or false, okay? I'll read you out a statement, and if you agree with it, well, write down the entire word true. If you disagree, the entire word false. Here's your statement.
Not half of the word. The entire word.
Not the entire word.
All of it.
Although it is, well, I've done quizzes in the past, and people put a T that looked like an F or an F that looked like a T, and they said, that's true. And so I've had to demand full words.
That makes sense. That's a very reasonable demand to make.
Okay.
Sorry if I'm quiet.
Here's your statement.
Okay.
Although it is the largest in area, the U.S. state of Alaska actually has the smallest population. True or false? Although it's the largest in area, the U.S. state of Alaska actually has the smallest population. The answers are nowhere to be seen yet.
Everyone's given up. I don't blame them. It's largely been...
I have their answer.
It's largely been 15 minutes of me just talking about how much I'm enjoying life at the moment. It's not a bad thing. Okay. True.
You're going to go true. It was split in the chat stream. There were trues, there were falses. To be honest, it is fantastically huge, but there are 2 states which do have fewer people. So it's false. Vermont, you would think maybe perhaps Hawaii, the island, but it actually has over 1 million people. Vermont on the East Coast, very small, as well as Wyoming in the Midwest with very few people.
Really?
Yeah. Currently.
What is in Wyoming?
2019 census, yes.
What is in Wyoming?
Lots of mountains, lots of, wilderness-type areas.
Let's go
It's beautiful.
Let's go to Wyoming. What are the house prices like in Wyoming? I bet it's dirt cheap. I bet.
What houses? Yeah.
Well, we'll build one.
We can build. Yeah, it is. If you want to go out there and
I know we've
get away from things.
I know we've always done the joke of not a cult, like as in people do that joke, don't they, on Twitch streamers and streamers that they follow regularly, not a cult, and that's the thing that's been done for years, like a joke about not a cult. But maybe we should make a cult.
Well, there are quite a few of those. You have a lot of I think the right-wing sort of we're going to go out there and hunker down type people, I think, in Wyoming. You will find a few of those.
We don't need any political left or right. We don't need that. I'm not suggesting we do that. I'm suggesting, and I know that by being unpoliticized you are being political, but We just go and we
Yeah,
just
try
go.
to escape.
And
Yeah.
just escape and just go, and we form a cult. And the culture is a nice thing. There's no it's just being nice to each other. And there doesn't have to be any weird stones that we worship and cause like weird deities or entities to come and haunt us. We don't have to do any of those things. It's just a suggestion.
What are we going to call ourselves? Being nice.
Just
Nice folk.
Be kind. That's what we're called. We're called Be Kind. We're called BK. I don't think that will be a problem with any large companies across the globe, especially not any burger-created companies.
Well, when I was a kid over there was a root beer stand, a chain of root beer stands called B&K.
There's Burger King as well. Like, just to be clear, there's Burger King, which is the BK. But we can take that. We can take on Burger King and create the BK cult. BK, everyone.
Yeah. You can't get blood from a stone, especially if we're worshiping. No.
We're not worshipping any stones. No false idols.
We're being nice.
No false idols. Be kind. It's okay to BK.
Okay. It's okay to BK. And, well, the score is 4-3. They got it correct, Edward. You're one behind.
I don't mind.
You don't mind. Okay. Well, stay close. It's question number 5. Halfway through today's quiz.
I've enjoyed it. That's all that matters, right? I've enjoyed it today.
Well, and for the next place, we're going to South America. Okay. Now, on the 24th of April, I'll remind you that we decided that Colombia was on the equator. Okay. It was a question on the 24th of April. I'd like you to please name one of the other 2 South American countries that also lies on the equator. So you've got 2 to choose from.
I think I know it.
There are 2 other South American countries that lie on the equator.
Now I'm concerned that it's an African country, and
I have their answer.
Ecuador.
Ecuador is absolutely correct. Yes, it is one of the 2. Their first response, the chatters went for Brazil, but then loads of Ecuadors as well. Those are the 2. Ecuador, equator, it's equates quite nicely, yes, with its name. And Brazil, there's a lot of Brazil there.
I didn't know
and
that.
Colombia are the 3.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Brazil, Colombia, and they're South American countries.
South American countries.
So the rest of the world. I mean,
well, in total, I think there are 6 in Africa. I think there are 12 in total. In Africa, you have Somalia, Kenya, Uganda, Gabon, Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Sao Tome and Principe, and then we also have off on in the islands Kiribati.
That sounds like a nice place. Maybe we should go there. Wyoming or Kiribati? Kiribati?
Spell Kiribati for me.
No.
It's a funny one. Kiri. Okay.
Yep.
Bati.
What?
Yeah.
K-I. Sorry, I'm typing the wrong thing.
Kiri.
Yeah.
Bati.
B-I-T. And how did you say you pronounce that?
Kiribati.
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 I'm sure we're doing something. Oh, it's beautiful, guys. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. It's very small. It looks
but on the equator, yeah.
Oh, it looks. I mean, I will share. So I'm just looking for a reasonable photo to share. I mean, here's one picture that I found on Google that might not even be actually the right place. So here you go. Let's have a look and see if this works.
Fleetwood in Lancashire, yes.
It didn't work. No, I mean, I know that I would usually do like a joke thing, but I'm not. I'm actually trying to get a decent picture, but it's just not working. Anyway, I'm very distracted today. I'm sorry.
Bush Ranger has said good evening, everyone. Yes.
Hi, Bush Ranger. Good to see you. Oh, I'm placing things. That's not working. All right, carry on.
Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
Hey, it's 5 points to 4 at the halfway stage, okay? Nice and close. The chatter's in the lead. Question number 6 is a bit of a multiple guess, so listen very carefully. The Thatcher Ferry Bridge. The Thatcher Ferry Bridge spans which canal? Is it the Manchester Ship Canal, the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, or the Panama Canal?
No.
Thatcher Ferry Bridge spans which canal? Is it the Manchester Ship Canal, the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, or the Panama Canal?
I don't know the answer to this question. That's my answer.
The honey thief, by the way, is says they have to leap in and stop their breakfast of ice cream because they heard that you were stealing his idea of a cult. Feels betrayed.
Oh, I'm sorry, the honey thief. No, I'm not trying to steal.
No food aid for Ed, it says, yes.
We can combine our cults, but
combine cults.
We have to remember that it's okay to BK. That's the only thing that we ever need to remember. Anything else that conflicts with that is not okay. So it's okay to BK.
It's okay to BK. Hey, and they've got an answer as well for this. Okay, the Thatcher Ferry Bridge.
Liverpool, Leeds.
Liverpool and Leeds Canal. It is the Panama Canal.
Is it really? Oh,
I've got a sneaky suspicion if it was one of the other two, it's probably be defaced or something or other.
It's not anything to do with Mandy Thatch then, right? Okay.
Nothing to do with her whatsoever, and it's over the Panama Canal. And I can't remember who it was, but someone got there in the chat stream, and I think a couple of people followed on with them, so they got it correct. They are now out in the lead, 6 points to 4. Okay. Courting perfection still.
Well done.
Question number 7. Okay. For number 7, I'd like to know, what is the nearest republic to England?
Ah, that's fun.
What is the nearest republic to England?
I mean, I think I know it. Unless you
I have their answer.
It's the Republic of Ireland.
The Republic of Ireland is absolutely incorrect.
No!
It
Why?
is Le République Française, France. Think very carefully. It was a bit of a trick question. All my answer comes directly from Google Earth information. Scotland is only 13 miles away from Northern Ireland. You've got to remember that we've got Wales. I did say England, not the
Yeah.
So you've got Wales there.
Yeah.
Actually, from England to the Republic of Ireland is 106 miles, as opposed to only 21 miles to France.
So we should feel it's almost as if geographical borders. Yes. It's almost as if geographical borders are man-made constructs, and I put extra emphasis on the word man. Man-made constructs that are actually ultimately meaningless, and we should love our brothers and sisters no matter where they are around the world. Because guess what? It's okay to BK.
It's okay to BK. If you went down to Anglesey, you're right. You can get across in something like 12 miles.
Yeah,
but,
so it's almost as if it's all made up, and we have as much kinship with them as much as we have with those people and the people who live here. And it's all very strange. I'm really getting into this cult vibe thing, you know?
Well, stay with it. It's still 6 points.
And your shirts. Look at your lovely shirt. The collarless thing. You're already dressed for it. This is what everyone has to wear.
Everyone has to wear collarless shirts? Okay.
Well, those are the shirts that will be provided by the not the cult that isn't a cult, and they'll be similar to that. But you can wear whatever you want. But just know that we might give you a side glance if you're not wearing the shirt.
Yeah, that's right. There are unwritten rules.
No, there's no rules.
No rules, but
be kind.
nods and winks and
no. Yeah, just passive aggressive behavior.
There's always a lot of that. Yeah. Okay. Question number 7.
Yeah. Oh, is that all right? I'm so sorry.
We just had it. It's 6 points to 4. It's question number 8.
Yeah.
Number 8. Listen carefully. Berkeley Square, Euston Square, or Russell Square? Which one is not a London Underground station? Berkeley Square, Euston Square, or Russell Square? Which one is not a London Underground station? I've had complete 3 different answers from the chat stream, so I'll go with their first. I don't have consensus, but I have an answer.
I have a friend who lives across the road from Russell Square, station, so it's not Russell. So Russell Square Station is one. I am stuck between Euston Square and Berkeley Square, but I think that Euston is just called London Euston, so I don't think there's a Euston Square. So I'm gonna say Euston Square. Final answer.
Well, as I say, they went with all three. Their first one, though, was Russell. So they've gone with Russell. You've gone with Euston. There is a Euston, but there's also a Euston Square.
Is there really? Oh, I didn't
yes,
know that.
there are.
Is it?
It is. It's Well, it's very near. They've got that.
Is it?
Well, it is. Yeah.
No,
it's there.
on.
It's in the official listings. The one that isn't there is Berkeley Square. It is, of course, in Mayfair, Berkeley Square, and it's got some of the most beautiful London plane trees planted back in 1789 or something or other. Some of the best examples of them in London.
So Euston Square is the name of. So Euston Square is actually just the name of the Euston station that's next to the Euston Underground station that's next to Euston.
Well,
train
you
station.
can do the research on that for me, but I found it on the official list.
You're right. It's called Euston Square. I've just never known that it's actually called Euston Square because I just get on it. You know what I mean? So I've never taken the time to actually learn that it's differentiated. So it's interesting. Thank you for letting me know.
The Berkeley Square in literature, all sorts, but certainly no underground station. So the scores remain the same. Hey, 6-4. 6-4 going into our penultimate question in today's quiz. It's number 9. Okay, for this one, our location is France. Okay, we're driving along in France, and you see a road sign that says Sens Unique, SENSUNIQUE. Sens Unique. Okay? What does it mean? You're driving along, you see a sign, SENSUNIQUE.
SENS.
SENS. And then UNIQUE. Unique. I have their answer.
I think it means that this area that you're about to pass through smells very different to any other area you've ever been to, and it will give you different sensual experiences. Anything, and it smells different, it looks different, and you'll hear some weird sounds too.
Tastes different.
We do not recommend that you lick the pavement or the ground, especially during these unprecedented times.
Certainly not handrails or
Don't do any licking of anything. Unless you've been tested. So my query is, what are you talking about? That's my query. This question doesn't make any sense.
I want to know, you're driving along, you see the sign, what does it mean? SENS.
It means that I'm somewhere that I do not understand. I've never been before. That's what it means. But what do you mean? Do you mean, what does the sign mean?
What does the sign mean?
The sign means...
We're not going for life and everything. It's the sign. Thank you.
Apparently is what I'm trying to do today. I'm going to be very disappointing, and I'm going to pass just in a matter of time because it's been a 45-minute quiz already. 40-minute quiz already.
Unique, of course, is...
individual, right? Unique.
Singular, yes. Yeah, individual.
Sense unique.
And SENS, as in, you could use a different word, a unique sense. In other words, there's only one way.
One way.
It's a one-way street.
Sense unique.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sense one way, yes. They got it correct.
Is it just French? Is it just French?
It is just French.
So it's see, that's kind of what confused me. I felt like we'd stumbled into some sort of fantasy world where I didn't understand what was going on.
I said you're driving along in France. This was our location.
Did you?
We started the question with, we're driving along in France. Yes, our location is French. Yes.
I'm not paying attention enough. All right.
Yes, you might have got there had you
Maybe.
listening to the question.
I felt like it may, if I was taking it properly seriously, I felt like it may have been like a don't pass, like a no passing. Like a no pass area, like a no passes,
no overtaking.
Yeah. But it's not. It's one-way street. Okay, thank you.
Question number 10, last one in today's quiz, and for this one we're back over to the United States. In 1847, which city in Utah did the Mormons establish as their headquarters? Cast your mind back, 1847.
Oh, yeah.
Which city in Utah did the Mormons establish as their headquarters? I don't have their answer yet. I do have their answer now.
Thank you. I don't know any cities in Utah. Not one.
Oh, you will when you hear it.
I know, but I don't know.
Out west.
Yeah, I know Utah west, but not coastal.
But not coastal. No.
Where's Missouri?
The wide Missouri? Are we talking about the river or the state that's beside it? That's very Midwest, yeah. But not as far out as we are now.
Okay.
We're out in Utah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I know nothing about Utah.
You know nothing about Utah.
So I'm going to have to pass. I'm so sorry. Let's just say...
they have
Arkansas. Oh, no, that's actually a state. That's a state. Sorry.
That's another state, Arkansas.
Yeah, that is.
I like Arkansas. Little Rock is the capital of that. In 1847, the city in Utah in which the Mormons established their headquarters, it was Salt Lake City.
That's the one city that, yeah, I would never have got there today, because that's not the way that my brain is working. But it is the one city in Utah that's one of the few cities in Utah that I can actually recall. They've got those great salt flats out there and things like that. The Bonneville Salt Flats. They used to test all sorts of rocket cars and things nearby. But Salt Lake City was actually the headquarters. It just makes me want to kind of visit the world, all this stuff today, talking about places. It makes me want to go and spread my wings and visit places that I've never otherwise seen. But that's it. Is that the question? That's number 10, right?
That was number 10, yes, and with a dauntingly high score of 8. The Chatters are the winners today. Well done, Chatters.
A well-deserved victory. Very well done. Yes, so I hope everybody had a nice time. Sorry it got a little bit rambly at certain points. So you know what? I'm not sorry. I've enjoyed myself. How have you had a nice time, WNL?
I've had a great time. Yeah.
Should we do? Well, should we do another one of these tomorrow?
Hey, why not? Sounds good. One of
these tomorrow. So what should it be about tomorrow? What should the quiz be about?
How about cats and rats?
Cats and rats. Okay.
Cats and rats.
You made that sound as if you hadn't planned this, but you were like, let me just pluck out of nowhere. Cats and rats. Oh, I don't know why I thought that. Not that you've already got it written. All right, okay.
They rhyme. Let's go for it.
Yeah. They rhyme. Let's go for it. And that's the most important thing. Oh, I like it, says Jack Little. Oh, yes, says Commander Benkai. Oh, it's very popular. It's very popular. I watched Split Second at the weekend. I'm so prepared. Why not Cats, Rats, and Bats? Asks Edelweiss. Yes. Because that isn't in the pre-written quiz he's already done. I could add one question. Don't. Cats on mats. Zookeeper's Girl says I should get my mum to watch. She's getting water rats invading her garden. Oh no, that sounds bad. Cats on mats. Top Cat. Paul BM. Great. Biker Mice from Mars. Yeah, I used to love that show.
I can see two. I can see 2 or 3 question rounds on cats and rats now.
Yeah. Maybe we just turn this entire quiz into a cats and rats quiz.
Cats and rats
forever. From now on, it's solely about cats and rats. Well, great. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. As always, absolute pleasure to have you here. Remember that it is okay to BK, and I'm determined to make that one happen. You are all the best ones as well, and don't you forget it. I'll be annoyed with you if you forget that. I'll come around and be like, no, you are the best ones. Stop it, because you are the best ones. And you know that, and I know that. It's okay to BK. Thanks, Silky Nerd. Yes. And and is it okay to not BK? No, you've got to always BK. It's okay if you're not okay, and you're welcome to come and tell us this, and we will have a discussion about why you're not okay, and we'll hopefully make you feel okay. But you should always BK, right? Is it okay to Burger King?
Is it okay to BK? Is it okay to
You
Burger
have
King?
to be the person who makes that decision for yourself, Bush Ranger. Because
The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. 1970s.
One more time for that again.
The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King.
Yes.
1970s advert.
Yeah.
You know, they stick in your head.
I think it's fantastic. Anyway, yeah, you got to make that decision for yourself, whether or not it's okay to have Burger King or not. If you've not had any takeaway for a while, everything in moderation is good, you know? So get yourself down and get yourself a filthy Burger King treat if you haven't already had one, if they're open in your location, and if you remain safe as per the guidelines from our government. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night. And yes, remember, if you want to send over an image to end the live stream with, we're still taking those suggestions. So please do, if you have already, or if you haven't already, if you want to. We've got different ending screens that we try to use and try to cycle through. The one we're using today is from The Honey Thief. It's the one we finished with on Friday, actually, as well. But yes, same time tomorrow. If you want to send me one of those, twitter.com/EdwardClewis, find me in there, send me a DM or a PM. Also, you can send me a message in the Twitch chat here as well. But yes, thank you. And yeah, we'll leave you with this, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Bye!